Hey y'all, today we're going to be talking about NASCAR. Fun little crossover, right? Tabitha Swatosh has been seen hanging out with Carson Hocevar, a rising star in NASCAR right now. Carson started racing at the age of 7. He steadily upped the ranks, bypassing the Xfinity series completely, which is a series of NASCAR for up-and-coming drivers. They race in cars that have less horsepower than the actual NASCARs that you're probably thinking of. Carson skipped right over that series and went directly into the Craftsman Truck Series, where he won a total of 6 races.
Hocevar is checked out.
It's over, baby.
Falls back to 9th. Meanwhile, up front, Carson Hocevar loves what he's seeing. Out of turn number 4. First career Cup Series win came last week, and what a celebration. He wins it Friday night in the Truck Series at Texas Motor Speedway.
Carson then began his full-time NASCAR Cup Series career in 2024, driving the number 77 Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. Carson won Sunoco Rookie of the Year that year, going on to then earn his first Cup Series win at Talladega in April 2026 at the Jack Links 500, edging Chris Buescher by 0.114 seconds.
Edging up on the bottom. They're 3 wide. Priest, contact, 4 cars into the wall. Leaders coming to the line. Number 13, first time winner, Carson Hocevar.
Carson is known for his spontaneity and attitude on and off the raceway. His nail-biter win was followed by a one-of-a-kind celebration where he sat on the seat of his car waving at fans while driving his victory lap, followed by a burnout. The fans absolutely love Carson and the exciting young dog-eat-dog atmosphere that he's bringing back to NASCAR. Look how the fans reacted to Carson's first win. They have watched him rise through the ranks and can feel his success on a personal level because they've been rooting for him the entire time. People love stars. Carson is a young 23-year-old phenomenal driver who is beating racers that have had lifelong careers of perfecting their craft. That is why Carson is so impressive for the people that don't know much about NASCAR.
Imagine everyone around you fighting for position for 3.5 hours. Imagine doing that at 200 miles an hour on 33 degrees of banking. That is Talladega.
Now, Tabitha is a TikTok influencer who really became known for her friendship with Alex Warren and his wife, Cover, as well as Tabitha's 2.5-year-long relationship with Michael Sanzone, a TikTok creator who is also now an aspiring artist. Somehow, somewhere, there was a falling out between Alex, Cover, Michael, and Tabitha, with Michael and Tabitha also then breaking up. We still don't have any confirmation on why these friendships ended, but it went from posting every day, living together,
only when I ain't in bed on my own, and I wake up and I don't see your name on my phone,
to everyone seemingly avoiding each other and avoiding talking about each other. It's quite strange, and nosy little me wants to know the tea so freaking bad. However, that is all besides the point. The point is that Tabitha has been hanging out with Carson Hocevar. They are in the early phases of getting to know each other, hanging out and having fun together. Tabitha was at a few races, and she was also on the red carpet with Carson for the Times 100 Sports. It would seem the pair are pretty into each other, and honestly, I ship it.
Okay, so the NASCAR driver that I met has a lucky coffee before each of his races, and today is the race day, so I decided to make him a drink from my cafe.
Is the garage?
No ice.
No, I know. Ice sounds good.
Okay, finding ice at the racetrack is a little harder than we thought. Oh, we found it.
we cannot eat that.
Honestly, this would. Do you want this in your latte?
I don't care.
Today is race day, and I'm supposed to make NASCAR Man his lucky coffee, and I forgot all of my coffee stuff at home, so we have to make a coffee run. Ta-da!
Why
Look
not?
how tiny it is in your hand.
Don't know why I have a G-string in my purse, but don't tell me that you don't have a scrunchie. This is the trick of the trade. We're really flashing back to the 90s. The tousled up dude always had a pair of panties in them.
They're both young, just beginning their careers. They would make the perfect all-American couple for NASCAR. And that's exactly where we need to come to an immediate halt. Because what do you mean that NASCAR fans are complaining that Tabitha doesn't fit the NASCAR image and isn't good enough for Carson? People making these statements was actually really interesting to me because I was not expecting it at all. And it made me wonder, what is it about Tabitha that people don't like? She's a perfectly normal, well-adjusted, beautiful woman. Well, I have a few theories. First, I thought maybe she doesn't fit the monetary standard. As we know, NASCAR is kind of marketed towards rich white men, rich white families. Racing is not cheap. Those cars are not cheap. You need sponsors. Whereas Tabitha grew up as every regular kid in Missouri. Just a regular, happy farm type of life. Tabitha is obviously in a higher tax bracket now, but you know how people are. They think white trash is white trash no matter what. Obviously, I don't think Tabitha is white trash, but you gotta put yourself in the minds of these weirdos. I think that could be a part of it for some people. Secondly, I thought, what does Tabitha do for a living? Because people will judge you a lot based on that. And Tabitha is an influencer. Mind you, she is trying to branch her social media fame off into other businesses like her farm or her cafe. And I hella respect her for that. However, some people have a really negative view of influencers and don't respect them. So that could also be another piece of it. Both of Carson's previous exes are actually racers as well. So people not loving the influencer thing could be a possibility for sure. I personally don't think influencers are automatically bad just because they're an influencer. Influencing can be a good thing if done the right way. So I think that would be pretty ignorant if someone seriously thought that. Now, for someone to not like Tabitha for those reasons, it would require them to do some heavy thinking, which is not exactly what people that are spending their Sundays watching NASCAR want to be doing. So my final theory about why people don't like Tabitha for Carson is the one I think is most likely. I think these NASCAR fans truly believe they are living in the show Talladega Nights, and that Carson needs to be with a red-hot smoking wife like Carly.
And of course, my red-hot smoking wife, Carly, who's a stone-cold fox. Who, if you were to rate her ass on 100, it would easily be a 94.
They probably don't like Tabitha because she isn't blonde with massive boobs.
Please be 18.
Ricky, I'm a driver's wife. I don't work, okay?
Would you stop staring at me like that, Susan? I swear you are the weirdest little girl I've ever seen.
I want the plug pulled. Yeah.
Ma'am, your husband's not dying. He's just taking a nap.
Come here. It's fucking hot. Come on.
Everyone just keep eating.
It's on.
But you know who is Carson's ex from 2024, Holly Holin? Holly is actually Carson's second public relationship. His first was with a girl named Peyton Lamphere. Both Peyton and Holly are racers themselves, and Peyton is actually another reason why people love Carson so dearly. He stood beside Peyton while she battled stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. Luckily, she beat it, and Carson made a post for her stating how horrible cancer is, but that he got to watch his girl beat it. All three of these women are absolutely freaking stunning to me, and I don't see why anyone would think less of Tabitha compared to these other two girls, other than the fact that Tabitha isn't a racer and that she's 1 year older than those other two girls. Tabitha is a 2000 and the other two girls are 2001s. Carson, on the other hand, is a 2003. So it seems like he's into the older girls a little bit. I just know these NASCAR pervs are probably hoping to see Carson with an 18-year-old big titty blonde, but unfortunately, they can't live vicariously through Carson. I think these fans are trying to experience their fantasies through Carson because Carson is the one living everyone's dream, winning all these races at 23, getting pretty much any girl that he would want. I don't know. Maybe people just think that Tabitha is ugly. I don't think that literally at all. But it's the only thing that makes somewhat sense to me here, other than the fact that maybe NASCAR fans have a preconceived notion of what a NASCAR wife is meant to be. But I've seen a lot of these NASCAR wives, and Tabitha, there's nothing wrong with Tabitha. Is it because Tabitha has brown hair? I've seen other wives with brown hair, so this ain't making sense to me. To restore a little faith back into humanity, there have been a good number of NASCAR fans that have spoken out and said that anyone Carson likes, they like, which I think is pretty respectable and somewhat normal. Carson is a young man that these people watch race a car around a track on Sundays. And for some reason, they think they have a say over who he talks to or dates. Like, are you his daddy? It's fucking weird. Some of y'all are weird for real. What do you all think about this? Is this not liking Tabitha thing rooted in a weird idea that NASCAR equals big boobs and blonde women? Or is it because she just hasn't been a part of the NASCAR community? Imagine they're functioning like a cult. You can only date and marry other racers. Or do you think people may just be projecting their own insecurities onto Tabitha? They thought maybe they had a chance with Carson. Let me know what you think in the comments. It was great talking to you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!